Hey guys, welcome back to Love After Lockup. You guys probably thought I forgot about this. No, I remembered. But we are behind and we left off on episode 8 and I realized that the season just ended and I didn't know that it just ended because apparently, no, I really thought that it goes up to like episode 40 because I checked out season 5 and apparently that went up to like episode 40. So when they said that it ended at episode 10, I was like, oh, okay. If I knew that, then I would have been like more productive. Like posting these out. Oops, my bad.
No, my bad. I'm sorry.
Anyways, we are gonna cover all of the episodes, okay? 8, 9, and 10, just to like get it done with because next week I really want to start my hobbies, okay? Anyways, let's get started. We're gonna start off with Alexis and Julius. So we left off on her wanting his location and he's like, no. And she's like, okay, daddy. Like, girl, stand up.
No! Gotta go to the studio today.
Who you going with?
Me and a couple of my guys.
I'm ready to make that song about me. Remember, I'm a sing on it. I used to write little
I forgot you used to be
I used to make
Nicki
little
Minaj.
Not Nicki Minaj.
I am so lost. How did he manage to find like a studio right after jail to make money, but couldn't find an actual guarantee money making job like, let's say, construction? Okay, we always need construction workers. How couldn't you find a construction job or anything else except being a rapper?
What's going on with that delivery job?
Delivery boy?
Yeah, that's a good job.
Nobody trying to do that forever.
That ain't forever. That's just for now.
Right, that's a good job. But he said that he's used to getting fast money. So because of that, he can't do a regular job.
I mean, it ain't nothing wrong with being a working man, but it's not for me. I'm not alone.
Oh, you better make it for you. Yeah, make it for you.
You go get a damn job.
Yeah.
Alexis then said that money has been tight. And he's like, yeah, that's why I'm trying to rap. No, that's why you shouldn't rap. Go clock in at Walmart or something.
No.
I will beat, I will. I'm going to beat you the fuck up.
I was rapping before I went to prison. I wasn't really taking it seriously, but everybody was with my music. If I'm doing good numbers on my streams, I could make millions of dollars like Jay-Z. I want to have diamond singles.
Not Jay-Z. Honestly, now I kind of want to hear what he got to rap because you're not Jay-Z. Sit down. But that bum leaves and she said that she got to put an air tag on her car because she doesn't trust him.
I have every right to put a tracker on my car because for one, it's my car. And two, he doesn't like to tell me where he's going all the time. Since you don't want to share locations, so I guess I'm just going to have to be that girlfriend.
Be that girlfriend. Okay, all you're trying to do is make sure that he's safe. That's it. Come on now. Anyways, Ashley might be pregnant because they didn't use protection. So her friend comes over with a pregnancy test and yeah, she's pregnant.
Congratulations, you're dumb.
Me having a baby with Julius is really life-changing, and I know that I'm gonna have to compromise something in my life, to make it all work. But I do feel like a baby would bring a lot of joy to my life. I would never have to worry about being lonely because I'll always have somebody and they'll always love me unconditionally.
Well, yeah, that's true, but also kind of sad. I don't know. I really wish that she would love herself a bit more. But also she was just complaining about how like she can't pay for anything because bills are like making everything like really tight. So how do you think you guys can manage with the baby? Babies are expensive. Like, come on now. But she calls him and he doesn't pick up. So she thinks that he's cheating. So her and her friend decide to go all the way to Vengeance because that's where their air tag says that he's at.
Tracking his phone. I see Julius isn't at the studio. Now he's at the store. He must be like with a girl or something because he's not returning my phone calls or answering me. So what's going on? Who are these girls?
I already know what he's gonna say. Damn, babe, it's just for a music video. Chill. But he actually surprises me because he says that he's with them to buy some clothes.
Oh.
And so she starts doing him and now his head is all down and it's awkward for the other girls.
And you not answering the phone? Why you not answering the phone?
Because I was in the studio.
You wasn't just in the studio when I was just calling.
Oh, this is awkward.
Hey, we good. We good.
You too nonchalant for me.
But he's still on the phone giggling. And who the fuck is that?
Ew.
So the girls said that they're just video girls, but they didn't even know that he had a girlfriend.
We're just doing
Business.
We pulled up to see if we were going to be a vibe for the music video.
We're just models and we're making some money. That's it.
You don't need
We're
to be
not,
pressed about the man because we're not pressed for him.
Yeah.
So so he tries to hug it out while she's still yelling at him, and he's fed up because, hello, he's a rapper, so he should have girls around him. Then he hops into her car and then he dips.
Don't let him come through there. Why y'all let him leave him?
What? Because they don't want to get ran over. Like, fuck you mean? Why did they get out of the way? Hello? Nobody wants to get ran over by this inmate.
Oh, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap right here.
But for some reason, he comes right back.
But you did this for what?
Why not?
Why?
Why not?
Why though?
Why not?
She grabs the keys, but she wants to make sure that he goes into the store alone without the girls. But he doesn't care, and he's still texting and saying nothing to her.
Hello? No, I'm for real.
I am.
All right, well, I'm gonna make
They
sure.
about to bounce.
Well, I'm gonna make sure.
So we gonna holler at y'all on the video tip.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah.
But finally, he goes in, but her friend is pissed off and tells her that she wished that he answered her questions.
I don't want you to have to keep going through this.
I don't know what to do. What you want me, like, what I'm supposed to do? Break up with him?
Yes, you're practically gonna be a single mom already, so yeah. But she's frustrated because it's becoming so obvious that he doesn't give a shit about her.
I just feel like I deserve more.
Yes, so leave him.
If I would have did that to Julius, pulling up in his car with guys coming out, not answering his call all day, he would never let nothing like that fly.
This girl is delusional.
First of all, he wouldn't be calling you all day. And I don't even think he would even text you first unless you texted him first. Second of all, he doesn't care. He doesn't. Only thing he cares about is that you keep putting a roof over his head, giving him food, giving him money, giving him clothes. That's about it. But he comes home after staying with one of his friends and she asks him questions and he isn't answering.
Why you ain't text or called me last night?
Where the food at?
I didn't know if he was coming or not. You ain't come home.
Y'all, I don't like this guy. And I also don't like her either because she made him breakfast. Like, what are you doing? Be smart, okay? What are you, a CNA? You're also doing school for what? I don't know, but she also got another job. Like, girl, be smart. You have the capability to be smart, so use it, okay? Use your brain.
What the hell is even that?
But they finally start talking, and he apologizes for not communicating with her, and she's like, okay, whatever. Then she goes and comes back with the pregnancy test.
So what this mean?
You know damn well what it means.
We pregnant.
Yeah, I'm pregnant. We pregnant.
The fuck?
Damn. Oh no, that's crazy.
Congratulations.
Get rid of it.
So he's not happy, and she doesn't like that he's not happy. But then he's like, it's a lot going on. Can you handle all of that? And she's like, what do you mean? What else are we supposed to do? And he's like, hold up. I'm not saying all of that, even though that's exactly what he's saying.
We've only been serious for a certain amount of time. And I just got out of prison, not even a whole month. I'm not really trying to have no kids right now.
No, I'm over. This is about to piss me off.
So she goes and she cries in the closet, but what did you expect? But then he follows her and then he apologizes and now he's trying to act all lovey-dovey. But she tells him that he needs to go get a job and he tells her that he doesn't need it and she should go pick up some hours.
What the fuck are you even talking about?
Hell! Send him to hell!
What'd I do?
So she's like, hold up, what? And now they start arguing.
I can't pay my bills and support another human.
You don't support me at all. What do
So
you
I didn't
give me?
support you in prison?
What do you give me now?
A roof over your head, a car to drive. What are you talking about?
You don't support
But that's
me.
what I'm saying. What are you saying?
You like what you talking about?
What you
But
talking
I have
about?
my own money.
But you still was support. I had to help you too. So what are you talking about?
You put money on my books and got me
Exactly. More than the next one. What are you
That's why
talking
you're
about?
in the position you're in.
But make it. You're not making sense. You acting like I don't do.
You're in my presence right
But that's-
now. What are you talking about?
Julius!
I'm so over this.
Y'all, that was really bad. Honestly, I really feel bad for her, but also, what were you thinking? Why did you think that he would be the guy for you? He's not. He's clearly not. So Julius packs his bags while she cries, saying that she did everything for him while he's telling her to pick up more shifts. And now he's on the side of the road waiting for one of his side chicks to come and pick him up. But his main chick comes instead, and he said that he's leaving for good. And she's like, what? What about the baby? But he doesn't care.
I just want to make sure that our kid is good and that they have what we didn't have.
Are you ready to be a father?
I mean, right now, I'm gonna be ready for whatever, but I'm young and I got a lot to focus on right now,
So no. Okay, just no. But Alexis is crying, saying that she wants their baby to be in a 2-parent household, and he's like, nah. And then he calls her toxic and says that she likes arguing.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Like, bro, all she wants to make sure is that your baby is good. How's that toxic and her liking to argue? Honestly, I really feel bad for the baby. She should have known better. I don't know what her problem is. Yes, I do. Okay, she doesn't love herself. That's really it.
We probably really just gonna have to break up. And he really do just take advantage of the fact that I'm really nice and I'm really forgiving. And I probably do just need to love myself more.
Yes, you do. Please do. Anyways, that's where their segment ends. Let's see where they are now. Good for her. Bad for her. But to be honest, I bet that she begged for him to come back, or he realized that he had nowhere else to stay because maybe he like overstayed with his friends a bit too long. So he probably like came right back home and she like welcomed him back with like open arms. Not her naming the baby after him. Oh, but that is a cute baby though. Ugh, I love babies. Okay, that's where their segment ends. Moving on to Will and Courtney. So we left off on Will and Courtney's horrible wedding. He said yes, and she's like, hell no. Just kidding. She actually says yes. Isn't that crazy?
May I have the rings? All right.
I have a scrunchie collection, and those just happen to work for today.
All right.
So.
Well, yeah, we'll make it work.
The ghetto.
But now they drive into the sunset, the very rainy sunset.
Whoa! Oh my god.
Mother.
Not God being against their wedding. That is so funny. Anyways, he drops her off at home, aka the halfway house. But then he gets home, calls her, and she is, I think, drunk.
What are you doing right now?
Just chilling. I wish you were here.
Yeah, I wish I didn't have to turn you in tonight.
It's just temporary.
Okay.
That's suspicious. That's weird.
But he thinks that she's drunk, and he's worried that there might be some bad influences at the halfway house. And I don't know about this whole jail stuff, but I thought that there would be like somebody monitoring them, or a warden, or just somebody that's like in control of the house that they're at to make sure that they're not smoking, drinking, like taking substances, just anything like that. So the fact that she got a hold of something is very interesting. Anyways, he picks her up and then brings up how she was acting on the phone. And she's like, huh? Well, why didn't you say something then? And he's like, well, we just got married and I didn't want to ruin the night.
What do you mean? If something's not sounding right, you need to check in with me, make sure I'm good. I mean, I would do the same if it was you.
Well, yeah, but I didn't want to sound accusatory.
Well, mother, you do sound accusatory.
Is this bitch for real right now?
And she's like, wow, you don't trust me? And now she's mad that he thinks that she would relapse, and all she was just tired, but she didn't even think that she sounded that weird.
You sure about that?
But not gonna lie, it did sound like she was on some shit. So I kind of agree with Will, because she didn't sound like her usual self, even though I don't know who this woman is. But this is the first time that she sounded like that, you know, we saw. Anyways, he takes her to get flying lessons because she always wanted to be a helicopter pilot. But I wouldn't trust her to take me anywhere, much less the sky.
I think the fuck not, you trick ass bitch.
So she's done with the testing and she does well, but she's still not over him accusing her about earlier. So because of that, they start arguing, but whatever. They get to a sandwich shop and she doesn't want to eat anything, but she talks about how she doesn't want to be in a relationship without trust. And then she explains a very, and I mean very graphic situation interaction with her ex that also had trust issues. And because of that, that's triggering her.
I don't know how to deal with it. I don't understand why we're at a sandwich shop for our first date. Like, are you broke?
No. I just damn near shelled out like 10 grand on you getting out. What do you mean, am I broke?
What's next, a souvenir shop?
Maybe you keep acting like that, yeah. Put you up on the shelf as a souvenir.
You want something for a souvenir?
Wow.
Chat. I'm not just some bitch that you put up on a shelf.
Well, what did you expect? I know that she's triggered based on her past, but I don't think Will did anything wrong here. I don't feel like what he did was bad, honestly. I feel bad for him in this situation. But they start arguing outside and he's talking about how much money he spent on her, and then he drops that he knows that she still has sugar daddies. And not only that, but she was texting them when they were in the car together.
This ain't right, honey. This ain't right. This ain't right.
I didn't really care that Courtney had sugar daddies in prison. Honestly, I encouraged her to do it because I wasn't gonna give her money.
Maybe if you provided for me a little bit more, I wouldn't have to go to
Provide what? That's not what a partnership means.
Yes, it is.
No, that's just me taking care of a child.
That's
what that
you
means.
taking care of your wife.
Courtney told me that she cut contact with all these guys when she got out of prison, and she didn't.
So he's like, oh, well, just take the bus. Yeah, I feel bad for Will. The guy was just concerned. That's it. And I feel like she needs therapy because clearly she's not over what she dealt with her ex. But also, other than him being like obsessed with sex, he's not a bad guy, okay? He's just weird, but he's not a horrible guy. But she's like, he knew I had sugar daddies in prison and he was cool with it, but now he's not. Girl, duh, you out now. You're not in prison to need all those sugar daddies anymore. Plus, Will makes a pretty good amount of money, right? I think so. So you don't even need all those sugar daddies. Just be with him because he can clearly take care of you.
I had people who took care of me and provided for me in prison. If you want to take that and call it a sugar daddy, then that's on you. I accumulated $25,000 roughly from the people who took care of me.
Good for her. You know, back in the day, I used to have some sugar daddy. But he said that he didn't think that she would be this spoiled and that he can just sell that ring. But then he goes right back to her.
What is there to talk about, Will? You don't trust me.
Why are you demanding my money, my wallet? Let me see your bank. You're a broke boy. What the do you think that does to me? I just don't know what you expect from me.
When I get in the car, we're not talking.
Fine.
Your sandwiches are ready.
Oh,
Why would she bring them out without a to-go box? Obviously, they're not staying. So it's the next day, and he apologizes to her, and she's still hurt, but they work it out in the car.
You definitely need punished for last night.
Maybe tie me up?
Oh.
And now they get back to his hotel, and they get a bit freaky. So that's the end of that. He gets to the airport, and that's where their segment ends, and that's the end of Will and Courtney. Now, let's see where they are now. Courtney, girl, he had every right not to trust you. Of course they will. The girl is back in jail.
My disappointment is immeasurable. And my day is ruined.
Okay, moving on to Quiana and Damodrick. So we left off on them fucking, and he's still talking to his baby mama on the low.
Go to hell.
But then they go and decorate a cake, but we don't really care about that shit.
Quiana has been ready to make that commitment in marriage for years. I don't know if I'm ready to marry Quiana.
You don't know if you're ready to marry the woman that held you down for many years?
Yes.
Nah, fuck that guy. I cannot stand him. Anyways, he gives her that shut up ring that y'all told me about. Because remember when I called it a promise ring and y'all quickly corrected me? Oh my gosh, my eyes are open. These niggas ain't shit.
Death to all of them.
Anyway, she's real happy about it because duh.
That's the ring my daddy gave me. That ring been in our family for generations.
Oh my gosh.
He said my big mama gave it to him, and I handed it over to you, so it's yours now. You want to put the icing out for that for me?
Disgusting!
Oh, I hope he cleaned that ring first before sticking it in that icing and then having her lick it off. Ugh, gross.
You know that's all I'm gonna be doing.
Oh my God.
It should have been me! It's not fair!
I already know the first person she's gonna show is that baby mama, Joella.
Why didn't you say the words, will you marry me?
Because you don't want her like that. Come on.
Because I feel like right now this is more of a promise that we will get married.
Sure. So now Damodrick is heading to Joella's house to see his son, but Quiana doesn't know that he's going to her house, and Joella doesn't know that he gave her that ring. But he gets there and it's cute or whatever.
What's up, Daddy?
I want you
What? You what?
I want with you.
You coming with me?
Yeah.
I think the fuck not.
Anyways, he tells her that he basically got engaged to Quiana, and Joella is not happy about that. So she's like, all right, would it be cool if I just moved on with my life? And he's like, yeah, go find somebody. Make sure they're good too. They need to take care of my kids.
Huh?
And she's like, nigga, fuck that. This is not about them kids. This is about me and you.
Fuck them kids.
Fuck the kids?
Yeah.
You act like we together, or we was together during this. Okay.
We grown as hell, so who wants to play with who feelings?
So now you feel played with. That's what you saying?
Hell yeah, because, like, I mean, come on now.
Girl, ain't nobody tell you to wait for that man. And if he did tell you to wait for him, you shouldn't have. Go find somebody else. Why do you guys wait for these men? Unless that you guys are like married to these guys, then I don't see the point in waiting for a jail nigga. I really don't.
Get over it, lady. Let it go. Do I think Damodrick and Quiana get married? Hell no. Because I know Damodrick, so I don't. If they do, she gonna be dealing with some stuff, so.
Dealing with some stuff? What stuff?
I know it would be back anyway. I guess that's cool, because I was taking care of your kids, so.
Oh! Those are your kids too. Fuck you mean taking care of his kids? Anyways, he dips, but then Quiana finds some text messages of him texting Joella. Don't worry, you guys. I'm gonna read it for you. Let me pull it up. Okay. I'm not even sure why I'm texting you. Wait, no. Let me sound more like a nigga. I'm not even sure why I'm texting you, because I know I shouldn't be right now. I'm horny and shouldn't be. Ah. I really dislike you. This is the most annoying thing. Sorry, I'm illiterate. This is the most annoying thing I go through. Thinking of you and shit and wanting you. Cry emoji. I want to get over this so bad. It's cringing wanting you this bad. And not even just sex. And all it does is just break me down. Thank you. Thank you. I did not do good in English class, as you guys can tell.
I'm back over here with my dad. Quiana all in her feelings, swear I'm this big cheater. Nah, that ain't even the situation. A lot more to it to the story.
Huh? What's more to the story? He claims that he and Joella were just chilling, like we didn't see those messages, and now he wants his sugar mommy, his fiance back.
I went through Damodrick's phone, found some sexy texts to his baby mama. You gonna be mad. I started my period. Obviously, they trying to around.
Right.
Electric chair.
So she decides to take a break instead of, breaking up. And her cousin said that she got a bad track record with men. And yeah, we can see that.
No, I shouldn't, but man, I just feel like I'm fighting my heart and my mind. At this point, I'm the delusional one.
Well, at least she knows. But then she shocks me because she starts taking his clothes off the hangers. And I was like, oh my, because I had such little faith in her. And to see her actually doing something about it, girl, this is what I like to see.
How you doing?
You wanna play this game?
I ain't trying to play no game. I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
Cheated on the get the.
But he comes over and she asks him, why did he cheat? And he's like, well, that's because you cheated on me when I was in jail. Huh? So apparently she got mad that he cheated on her. So she went and had a fling with someone else while he was in jail. And so he found out and now he's like, damn, you cheated on me after I cheated on you? Fuck you. I'm gonna cheat on you again. So now you know how it feels.
What in cousin fucking tarnation?
Yeah, crazy. I know.
If you want to go fling and have your fun, go do that.
That's not what I want, but you're not gonna play in my face. That's what I'm getting at.
But what I'm saying is that's what you did.
Damodrick is definitely trying to justify his excuse with my wrongdoing. But let's be for real, if the roles were reversed, you would have not been faithful. You couldn't have even done it while we were together.
Could have. He already did multiple times.
Like what? It's just L after L. No W's. And all for what?
But he wants them to move forward. And she's like, how are we going to do that if you keep reaching back? And I'm like, damn, girl, that's a good response. I'm going to go ahead and take that. But he's like, fine, let's separate.
Okay, girl, bye.
So she gives him back the ring and he leaves to go see his baby mama, Joella. So Joella's having the time of her life because, her man is back.
So Damodrick was over here last night, about to put up the rest of his clothes. Quiana put him out because she found out some text messages and stuff. But I knew he was gonna come back because he could not resist this. I just wanted my family back, so I got what I wanted.
She sure did. And you know what? I kind of like this happy ending because happy ending. You don't need to use quotations like that, right? It's just like this. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm really happy with like this happy ending because, you know, the baby mama and the baby daddy got back together. So now the kids are like living with like both their parents. And now Quiana hopefully can go find a better man.
Oh my God, what is that?
Okay, keyword hopefully.
Right now, I stay with my baby moms when I have to watch the kids and she has to go to work. Daddy gonna have to go to work soon, all right? Yeah. Sometimes it does feel like when I'm with Joella and the kids, we're a family. I can see my kids and not have to sneak around. But I am single at this moment. My title is single.
Oh my gosh, single? Nigga, be a family man. But he calls Quiana, who surprisingly picks up the phone, and he said that he's coming over.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
My relationship with Joella has been all right, but it's definitely not the vibe me and Quiana have. I love Quiana. And when you're in love with somebody, it's damn near like you can't go without that person. You know what I mean? You can love other people from a distance. When you're in love with somebody, there's no distance that can keep you from that person.
Fuck is you talking about? If you love somebody, you're not gonna cheat on them. Y'all, I hate this man. And I hate Quiana for still talking to this man.
Right now, me and Damodrick are single, but I still talk to him every day. I see him from time to time. Of course, we still fool around. It's definitely hard to just cut him off, but I'm trying.
You're not trying hard enough. Honestly, I think that she needs to move and she needs to like start all over. But let's see where they are now. Nobody is surprised. Oh Lord, Joella, stand up. Getting sick and tired of all these people. Moving on to JK and Brooke. So Brooke is working with her mom and she says that JK should be applying or looking for jobs. But no, his bitch ass is on the phone with Alex.
I just woke up.
And come see me. When are you coming?
When's a good time?
Yesterday? Today? Every day? For the rest of my life?
So you're at the house by yourself?
So.
Oh, hell no. I do not like where this is going. He said that he feels bad because he doesn't want to ruin things with Brooke while he's getting ready to go see Alex. And apparently, the main reason why he likes Alex so much is because she lets him do whatever he wants to do while Brooke is just way too controlling. So he makes it to her house and little does he know, Brooke has a tracker on his phone and sees that he's with Alex.
Does he know you have a tracker on his phone?
No.
That just makes you look like a freaking stalking crazy person.
That's fine. I'll take that.
I know that's right.
He ain't supposed to be there. He's supposed to be in Waco looking for a job.
What's in Mart? Maybe there's a job in Mart.
Alex lives in Mart, bro.
Oh.
Hey.
How you doing?
Good.
I remember somebody in the comments said that he definitely got a type, and he definitely does. It's just copy and paste with all of those girls. But he basically thanks her for all that she did for him, and also she wrote a letter apologizing for cheating, and he's upset because that hurt him a lot because duh. But then we find out that she cheated on him with her ex-husband.
You could have been the one picking me up. You could have been the one with my mama. Like, you could have been the one at the party. Like low-key, that was supposed to be you because, like, I don't trust nobody.
Uh-oh.
Like, I don't trust nobody.
Brooke keeps calling my phone, and it's like, damn, does she know where I'm at? Does she know what I'm doing? Does she know who I'm with?
Yes, yes, and yes. And him talking about trust is so funny because he's literally breaking Brooke's trust right now by going and seeing Alex. Like, come on.
Please leave your message. Bitch, I don't know what the you got going on, but being at your ex's house, that's clearly not gonna work. You need to figure it out and call me back right now.
Period. So Brooke leaves mom hanging at work and she's going to Alex's house. Y'all, that was a serious U-turn. Back to Alex and JK. She said that she did not have sex with her husband and he knows that she's lying because remember, his ex/bestie recorded her admitting to fucking her ex.
It's crazy that Alex still denies everything and that she still can't take accountability for her actions. And honestly, it just makes me lose respect for her.
Be woman enough to man up and admit it.
Be woman enough to man up? What?
And if people say, Monica, how can you laugh at that? Because damn it, it's fun.
But he said that she gotta respect that he's with Brooke now. And she's like, what? I held you down while you were in jail and I only made one mistake. And you went into somebody else's arms. How is that supposed to make me feel? Huh? Like, y'all, she did not just say that. Everybody on this show is so weird.
How do you think I felt in there?
Obviously good because you left me to go to her. JK is allowing Brooke to push me out of his life.
I do not think that Brooke deserves to be with JK. He just deserves so much better. I love that man, and I believe JK loves me. I think he just kind of covered it up.
Y'all, I don't get it. What is so good about this man that got all these girls crying all over him? Like, I hate to sound like that type of person, but what does he bring to the table? Really, what does he bring? He got no job, he got no money. Personality, I don't know, because I don't know him. I wouldn't date him personally. I don't know. I just don't find the appeal, but okay. But then while she's crying, he starts crying, and I'm like, ugh, where's Brooke? I need some actual drama. But he leaves, and Brooke calls him, and he tells her that he's on the highway looking for a job.
I'm sure the polygraph was going like this, like the bitch is lying.
And she's like, boy, stop lying. I know that you were just at Alex's house. I have your location.
Huh?
Yeah, you are, bro. I got you on a tracker.
Like, am I a goddamn dog? Am I being chipped now or what?
Well, yes.
Tracking me to Alex's house is bull.
I know he's mad, and I guess he has every right to be mad because, you know, she like downloaded the tracker on his phone. Whatever, okay? Be mad. But also, he did lie, so she had every... I don't want to say she had every right because you guys are gonna get at me. But her suspicions were right because he did go to see Alex. So ain't nothing wrong with putting a tracker on your partner's phone. Do you not want them to be safe?
I'm lurking and I'm stalking when you least expect.
But he meets up with her and he's trying to tell her that he only went there so they can close a chapter, move on, and tell her that he's not trying to be with her anymore. And Brooke is just mad. Like shaking mad. And so she's wondering, why did he have to go there in the first place?
He wants me to sit here and trust him, but he turns around and he's knowingly breaking my trust and wants to sit here and act like it's not a big deal. Like, he was not even to be in contact with Alex for any reason.
So then she leaves and he follows her, and then he starts rambling about how he still wants to build a life with them, and she's like, well, it's too late. But here I am thinking that she's about to break up with him, but no, she drops him off at home, and then he's like, all right, I'm gonna go fish with your boys real soon. And she's like, yeah, whatever. And I'm like, what? I thought you were about to like break up with him or something. Anyways, let's see where they are now. Ugh, Brooke, come on, leave this man.
Wait a minute, hold on.
And is that her trying to get pregnant? Like, what's up with all the pregnancy test things? Oh my gosh. Moving on to Savanah and Bradly. I think they're the last ones, yeah. So we left off on them having a fight, and then he drives off with their car, and his sister's like, you need to get back home before she calls the cops on you. So he drives back home.
Did he just honk at me?
Oh my gosh, yes. So you know that he's here. Y'all, I am so sick of Savanah.
Come on, get the car.
For what?
We still got the lawsuit.
I feel like that's a little controlling.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Ah, bitch, stop being annoying. But apparently he's suing the DOC because they kept on harassing him and other prisoners. But Savanah is still mad at him, and then they start arguing in the car.
Yeah, about that stolen car thing, though. What was that about? You gonna call the police? The police have never solved a problem in the history of police.
They do recover stolen vehicles.
Why do you keep saying stolen?
This is my mother's vehicle, and you've only been driving for 3 days, and then storm off like a little kid and take something that's not yours, not thinking about what the possible repercussions could be.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's true, because even if you're mad, it doesn't give you the right to take something that doesn't belong to you. But then he calls her controlling, and I'm just like, do y'all know what controlling means? Because I thought he knew what it meant until he said it now. I'm just like, she's not being controlling here. She has every right to be mad because you did take her vehicle. That's not really hers. It belongs to her mom. But okay.
Arrested, prosecuted, send him to jail. Good, done with that guy.
Oh my God.
Anyways, they make it. They talk to the nice lady about his problems, and some are valid, but others are not illegal. And so she lets him know that.
When you look at suing, you want to look at like constitutional violations. What you went through it's unjust, and I'm not diminishing it, but that's not something that you can go back and sue them or fight them on. They would call that actually a frivolous lawsuit, and then they'll eventually ban you where you couldn't even file a lawsuit. So I wouldn't even recommend that you do that.
Okay.
Damn.
But then this gets flipped from a legal advice to a relationship advice, and they start talking about the relationship. And this lady basically calls Savanah a warden because she's not giving him any sense of freedom after he's been locked up for so long.
Bitch, mind your business.
What
is happening?
I think there should be a downtime where that person should have like their own space, their own place, and y'all redate again.
I appreciate the advice.
I just know that she's gonna go off on him once they get back in the car. And she sure does.
Is she a therapist or is she a lawsuit advisor?
I couldn't tell you on that one.
Or she just has a lot of opinions.
So obviously they start arguing and he's telling her that she's way too controlling and said that he wants them to take some time apart.
He's completely willing to let essentially a stranger dictate what he should do. A mother don't gotta tell me twice they don't want to be around me.
Well, yes. Have you met yourself? So Bradly stops at his dad's house and Savanah calls Alyssa and tells her everything. And I honestly don't know why she does that, because if you're going to tell his sister's going to tell him, okay? And at the end of the day, his sister's always going to have his back, not yours.
His first reaction is to steal a car, essentially. I mean, let's call it what it is. And then now he wants to go back and run away to his dad's house? What is this, damn divorce? You're going to have a little bit of patience, dude. Girl, I've been patient for 2 years.
But Alyssa's like, well, I see why Bradly's overwhelmed. And Savanah says, well, he should figure out how to manage that and deal with that because that's not on me.
Mental institution. Crazy. Bitch needs straight jacket.
Huh? And so Alyssa says that it sounds like Bradly is walking away, but Savanah's like, nope, he left his Xbox at home, so I know he's coming back. Like he can't go back to her house, grab his Xbox, then go back to his house. Like, come on.
Stupid. I could just run him over with my car and then that would solve all of our problems.
911, what's your emergency?
Girl, why did you say that to his sister?
Girl, then I'd have and then like, don't do that to me.
Right, because I'll be damned if a bitch try to kill my brother. Like, come on. So Savanah meets up with Alyssa, who tells her to pull up to his job. And she's like, no, that's not a good idea.
Gotta be like, oh, hey, I was just thinking you was at lunch. Maybe you want some of these Reese's in my pants. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. I think that's a good idea. I don't know. I feel like handling things in a crazy way was very destructive in the past and didn't go well for me. I think you got this.
Nah, Alyssa is a bad friend, and I feel like she's purposely giving her bad advice so the relationship can end. And then she mixes it with some good advice by telling Savanah that she needs to shut up sometimes. So Savanah leaves, and exactly what I thought happened.
Why do you want to be the person that pulls Bradly and Savanah back?
I don't.
I fucking knew it, dude.
They don't have a good history. Y'all doing worse for each other than better. The bad times outweigh the good, and y'all just need to accept it and walk away.
Then tell her that. Why are you setting her up for the relationship to fail?
We can't out no more. We out of jail. That was a very dark spot in our life. Let's leave the darkness in the past. Let's start creating a brighter future.
Y'all, I knew Alyssa was a bitch, but also Savanah should have listened to Bradly because Bradly specifically told her to cut Alyssa off because, hello, she's problematic. And look at her being problematic. But also, I don't want to put all the blame on Alyssa because Savanah clearly got some issues, okay? She needs to go get some therapy because that whole controlling behavior, yeah, it needs to stop.
Stop it. Get some help.
So Savanah's taking Alyssa's advice and she's driving to pop up at his job while he's telling his coworker all the reasons why she shouldn't be popping up right now.
Thought to get a little bit of a breather. Bro, she be going through my phone every day. All my text messages, my search history, my block list. Bro, she goes through my emails, bro.
A stage 5 clinger. You know what we do with those? We break up with them.
And he's like, yeah, you were never like this with your other exes. And he's like, yeah, but as long as she changes every single thing I hate about her, we'll be just fine.
I beg your pardon?
Then he's like, the main thing that we need to work on is trust. And mid-interview, she calls him.
What the are you doing, Savanah? I like all the ground roofing. I don't do that. What the is she doing here?
Is this your old lady?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to deal with that real quick.
Yeah, don't bring it on my job site.
Or else.
But she's like, hey, our dog missed you, but y'all, he's not smiling. So she's like, you don't look so happy. And he's like, well, duh, you put up unannounced at my job.
Keep on going through my phone, going through my text messages, going through my pictures, my deleted stuff, my search history, every day. You showed up at that job site. That's unprofessional.
Okay,
it doesn't make sense.
All right, okay.
Damn, y'all, I know that she shouldn't have pulled up, but I low-key, high-key feel bad for her. But she calls her mom, who tells her to stop trying to control the situation.
Damn right.
But he's done with work and he continues to lecture her because she's pouting and he wants things to change. But she doesn't want to tell him anything because the cameras are in her face. So they decide to go home to talk and then he's going to relay everything back to us.
I've said since day one, I think it takes a village to make sure that someone is successful when they come home from prison. And it seems like Bradly doesn't want me a part of that village anymore.
Nope.
There's some things that Bradly and I both need to work on within ourselves, but also in order for this relationship to work.
So 2 weeks later, they officially broke up. Down. Apparently when they went home, they actually resolved it. But then a week later, she started going back to her controlling ways. And he was like, nah, fuck this. And so because of that, he broke up with her. But she tried to reach out to him and he's like, nah, fuck you. And so that's the end of them.
Honestly, the girl did it to her damn self.
So let's see where they are now.
Love you, bro. Good to see you.
Thank God. Anyways, that's the end of Love After Lockup. Will we cover the next season? I don't know. Maybe not. If I do, I'll probably do a better job covering them on time. Anyways, that's the end of this video. But wait, and I give a super thanks to, I think we have 10. Sorry. It's been so long. Let me go get my binder. 11 super thanks. First is Naima Wainwood. Thank you so much, Naima. You're now my scrapbook again. Next is Danica Fountain. Thank you so much, Danica. You're now my scrapbook. Diana Jane Lowe. Thank you. You're now my scrapbook again. Katia. Thank you. You're also my scrapbook again. David N. Thank you so much, David. You're now my scrapbook. Beck, thank you. You're now my scrapbook again. Telbeans, thank you. You're also my scrapbook again. Akemi, thank you. You're now my scrapbook again and again. Shemko, thank you. You're now my scrapbook again. And last but not least, comment. Thank you. You're now my scrapbook. Thank you so very much for watching. Please leave your thoughts in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.